sometimes struggle with stiffness and tension in the saddle. Maybe you have difficulty following the horse's movements, or maybe you sometimes find yourself in bad posture. If that sounds familiar, then this video is for you, because I'm going to show you 3 stretches, or actually mobility exercises, to improve your riding position and improve your posture in the saddle. So I have 2 exercises for our hips, because hip mobility is very important so that we can move with our horse with ease and harmony. Also, I have 1 exercise for the upper body to really open up your upper body posture. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with a mobility exercise for your adductor muscles. So these muscles in the inside of your thigh. So those muscles bring your leg closer to the saddle, and they can often be very tight in us horse riders, especially more beginner riders tend to use them too much for stability. So we really want to keep those muscles well functioning and relaxed. So you're going to get on your hands and knees, and then you're going to stretch your other leg to the side like this. And then from this position, you're just going to rock back towards your heels. So now you should feel a nice stretch in the inside of your thigh, and then you're going to rock back. And then just repeat. And you can also synchronize the movement with your breathing. So you could breathe in, and when you breathe out, then you go into the stretch. And then again, breathe in when you come back. Anyway, it's very important to actually remember to breathe also when you're riding. And you can do 10 repetitions, and then of course do the other side as well. Okay, so let's move into the second mobility exercise, and it's going to be a stretch to your hip flexor muscles. So these muscles can get extremely tight, especially if you sit a lot, for example at work or just in your daily life. And that can really affect your pelvic position and also your pelvic mobility. So we're going to start from half kneeling position, like this. Check that your hips are straight, so you don't have a rotation, but your hips are straight. And then you're going to tilt your pelvis back, like this. So actually now I already feel the stretch here. So here you should start feeling the stretch. So you really don't want your pelvis tipping forward like this. So tilt your pelvis back. You can squeeze this glute to enhance that stretch. And then you can move your hips a little bit forward to enhance that stretch even more. And now you can stay here for 20 to 30 seconds. Or then you could do this small pulse. Or you could try them both. But just make sure that you have your abdominal muscles gently activated, and that you don't let your lower back arch like this. So, like I said, you could do 20 seconds and do it 2 times. Or then you could do this little pulse for 10 repetitions. And now I'm going to show you another variation of this stretch. So now you're just going to take your front leg to the side like this. And then you're just going to do the same thing. So now you should feel it here and a little bit towards the inside of your thigh as well. And again, you could do this small pulse, or then you could do a longer stretch. if you do those longer, deeper stretches, then just remember to warm up before you stretch. Of course, remember to do both sides. And now we're going to move into the upper body mobility exercise, and it's going to be thread the needle. So this is really one of my favorite mobility exercises for the upper body, because sometimes we tend to get very stiff in our upper body and restricted in our rotation of our thoracic spine. So you're going to again get on your hands and knees. So have your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And from here, now I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to go between my right hand and right knee like this. And I'm going to inhale. And then I'm going to exhale and I'm going to rotate towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to do it again. So inhale and exhale. And you could do 5 to 10 repetitions of this exercise. Also, when doing these exercises, remember to pay attention to differences between sides, because those differences in your mobility can really also affect your straightness and your symmetry in the saddle. So you could definitely do these exercises every day, and really consistency is the key. So one time might not be enough. But you need to do this consistently for a long enough period of time to really see the difference. So I challenge you now to do these exercises. You could definitely do them before you ride or after you ride as a cool down, and see if it makes a difference. Another very important thing for us horse riders is, of course, our core strength and function of our core muscles. Now here I have a very nice quick core workout. It's on my other channel that you could do. So I challenge you to do that as well. It's a nice follow along workout. Also subscribe to that channel and subscribe to this channel as well, because I have so much more to come. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.